Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel Psychosocial. Well, do you guys hang out with your friends? Well, probably that's a rhetorical question or maybe an incorrect question, right? Because I think we do hang out with your friends. We do love to hang out with our friends, right? And who doesn't, rather? So then why this particular term exists in real world? It's called real friend. So is there any unreal friend existing? What, it's imaginary friend? We don't know, right? Even I sometimes get confused at why do we call it real friends? Who are real friends? How would you know that, okay, this particular person is my real friend? I do not know, right? So let's try to find out today. I think friends are an integral part of our life, right? For that reason, we need to have some sort of judgment or some sort of mindset to understand who are really friends. I think we start making friends from our school. We get to meet a lot of people, right? We get to meet someone at our age. And for that reason, we tend to get attached to them and we start thinking about them as our friends, right? So we study together, we play together, we hang out, we spend time, right? So when we grow up, we typically follow the same process. Maybe the places get changed, but the fundamentals remain the same. Now, the biggest question is, in real life, okay, whenever we grow up and whenever we start making money, whenever we start taking care of different responsibilities, right? When we become responsible, I would say. So at that point of time, we do hang out with our friends, right? We do spend some time. Even though we know maybe somebody is working with a company, somebody is working in his or maybe her own business, right? So whoever it is, most of the people, I would say, they get some time and they hang out with friends. The reason they hang out with their friends to release some pressure off, to smile, laughter, right? And it really works as a stress buster for a lot of people, including me even, I would say that. But when it comes to reality, typically hanging out doesn't mean that you are typically surrounded by your friends. No. We need to understand the difference between friends and acquaintances. So, as you know that I always talk about realistic world, right? I'm trying to create that global society. So in that particular society, realism exists, not like utopian world. But yes, even utopian world really is needed when we actually dream. Other than that, we will not be able to make that utopian world a reality, right? So it's needed, but somehow or the other, we need to get real. And for that reason, we need to find out who are our real friends. Now, who are actually friends? How do you define friendship? In one word, I would say help. If somebody helps you, you consider that particular person as your friend. It doesn't matter what about the age that person, right? It doesn't matter the gender, it doesn't matter anything, right? So friendship doesn't have any gender, friendship doesn't have any barrier, right? That's the reason I really like this particular concept. But remember, the person you are considering as your friend, does that particular person consider you as his or her friend? And that's the irony of life. So the reason I want to make this particular point, or rather I want to share this particular concept with you, that please do not have that illusion in your mind that whoever the person you are hanging out with, or maybe whoever the person you are spending time with, that person will become your friend. We do talk about, right, that maybe our better half or maybe our brothers, sisters, they should be like friends, right? But in reality, it's not. Because if friend typically exists in real world, then there's a special place for that. It's not like, say for example, you have a brother. Brother should act like a brother. So if someone I consider as a friend, that person should react or should act like my friend, right? So we sometimes tend to get confused by this particular friend, and we try to find out friendship in each and every relationship. Trust me, it's not reality. Had friendship been the most important point in every relationship, then probably the particular term wouldn't have been existing. Please stop trying to find out friendship in each and every relationship. It's not possible. That's not reality. Okay, so who are typically your friends? Who actually help you in crisis, right? But in reality, you will also find out that sometimes one particular friend does help you a lot, but as the day progresses, you will find out that similar friend or that particular friend is not helping you that much. Maybe it's a different era altogether. Maybe it's a different time altogether. So that person used to help you a lot, maybe in your childhood, but when we grew up, that person is no longer there. So time has moved those persons away from you. But yeah, you are in touch. It's not that you do not talk to that particular person, but that person does not have the time or ability to help you each and every time the way the person used to, right? So what does that mean? Friendship doesn't exist? No. Probably what we do, we mix up friendship with expectations. So if someone is helping me at all the time, I will consider that particular person as friend, but that's not reality. So over here, the most important part when it comes to our work life, we consider each and every person we work with as our friend. That's the biggest misconception we have. Remember, when it comes to workplace, typically no one is your friend. Everybody is your competitor. Okay? We should act like friends. We should act like we are collaborating, which we do typically. But remember, friendship does not exist in professional life. It doesn't matter how many times you say that. I have seen most of the people, whenever they leave a particular company or maybe join a particular company, they always say that, okay, I have come over here to make some friends. And whenever they are leaving, they will say, okay, thank you very much for the time. I made a lot of friends over here. Typically, those are terms to disguise others. We do not work to make friends. We work to make a living, right? So believe me, if we consider each and every person as our friend, we will be in soup. We will be in big shit, I would say. So stop thinking about it in that manner. And remember, each and every person, especially at workplace, is your acquaintance, not your friend. Maybe your team member, not your friend. Maybe your colleague, not your friend. Right? It's pretty hard, right? It's irony, but we need to understand that now. The time has come. We need to understand. Stop relying on each and every person. I think I made another video on this particular person, right? Do not believe until it becomes reality, right? And I think you guys also know about that particular song, which is pretty famous, and it's one of my favorite bands even. That person, the singer, I wouldn't take that, or maybe I can take the name of the person, right? The band is called Nirvana, and Kurt actually wrote this particular song, and he said, come as you are, as a friend, as an old enemy. So friend, it can be considered as a known enemy, because a friend can understand, or a friend knows probably everything that maybe no one doesn't. Right? So remember that. Please stop considering each and every person as your friend. It's not. Okay, even your personal life, think about it, who is helping you out. And not only that, whether that person is considering you as a friend or not. It doesn't matter whether you are considering him or her. Okay? I might have said some words may not be comfortable for each and everyone, because it may affect the friendship, some or the other, that particular time. But my only intention is to make you guys aware that believe in friendship, not an illusion. Okay? Thank you very much, guys, for watching today's video. Stay safe, stay connected.